We are on. And I don't know if the audio works, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think it is. So, I've decided at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning to do a video on mental resilience. Now, put a 1 in the comments if you think that life can get tough sometimes. Put a 2 in the comments if you've been through something that you thought was bigger than you could handle. And put a 3 in the comments if you got through it. So I want to see all those 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, I think this is about training your brain to see things differently. To see the light in the dark. It's about analysing your thinking habits because they can be changed. And it's about seeing life's blows as challenges. So, why should you listen to me? So, I've just been on a course, a very expensive course, with professionals, and it was a course on public speaking. And you know what? In just 5 days, well, 4 days, because I Skyped the last day because there was an event on upstairs. In 4 days, these people, I truly believe that these people have undone 20 years of confidence issues. In 4 days on my public speaking course. Now, I took the course at a place called Progressive Success, which is an annex of Progressive Property in Peterborough, with Tony Gargan and Robert, I forgot his second name. Anyway, absolute fucking legends, absolute legends. If I spent that much money on therapy, wouldn't have got me anywhere. So, see, my confidence issues, in a way, stemmed from, well, I was bullied in school a bit, but everyone is. Well, okay, in year 5, I took it upon myself to learn the piano. And my dad brought me up on rock music, so it wasn't long until I found a guitar. And I grew up, left school, went to college, and I'd done music for 3 years. Now, there was a good chance to overcome my confidence issues in college by doing a gig. And my song of choice was Bon Jovi, Always. Amazing song. Now, I knew how to play it on guitar, and I knew the words. What I didn't know was that I couldn't play guitar and sing it at the same fucking time. And I learned that in front of about 40 people. So, the gig went shit. Everyone started talking halfway through. That's how you know the gig's going shit. And afterwards, there were some stairs at the side of the stage, and I've packed away, ran up there, gone all the way around, and out the door, and I quit college that day. So, that's kind of where things got exaggerated, and where the confidence issues kind of solidified themselves, you know. And then it weren't long until I got into drugs, because why would a shy guy with confidence issues get into drugs? Because it makes you confident. So I was meeting all these people high off my fucking nut, and it wasn't a good time. I started to like them quite a bit, and anyone that knew me at that time, I'm sorry. And then the opportunity came to go to work at a place called Kingswood, which is an outdoor activity centre for children. Now, no one else knew that I was treating that as like a drug rehab, because you had to live on site where you worked, and this was on the East Coast. So I was getting out of Leicester, it was a fresh start, and yeah, but you know, a guy with confidence issues without the drugs. I had no leadership skills, so I didn't really last long in that kind of environment. Don't judge me. I'm having a little drink from my grandma tonight. So yet again, the confidence issues just got a bit exacerbated. And yeah, so I didn't last long there, and then I came home. But see, there's a metaphor that I've kind of invented, and it's because I started learning the piano. And imagine there's 88 keys on a piano, and it was like my enthusiasm for life was just like 5 keys in the middle. That's where I was living, just those 5 keys. And I had all of this up here, all the high notes and all the low notes, and I was just living there. I had no confidence, enthusiasm, no excitement. Everything was just kind of mundane. So and it's important to overcome this shit. It's really important to overcome this shit. Because 6,000 people last year lost their battle with their own brains. And we've got to overcome this stuff so we can stay away from the slippery slope of mental health issues. Because without mental health issues, you can truly live to your full potential. If you're inside your own head, you'll miss opportunities as you grow up. So it's important to be enthusiastic about life and confident. Now, when you're a baby, you're not shy. If you want feeding, you'll scream the fucking house down. You'll say, "Mummy, give me your titty. I'm hungry." So something happens between when you're a baby and when you're an adult, and it just kind of knocks you down step by step. So you start at 100% confidence, 100% enthusiasm, and then bullied in school a bit, bang, you're at 80%. You meet your first girlfriend and she leaves you, and then bang, down to 60%, and then a few other things will happen, 40%, 30%, and then that's where people stay. They stay at 30%, and they grow up just staying at 30% enthusiasm and confidence, because there's all this trauma just keeping you at this low 30%. And that's what I see everywhere. And it's sad. But mental resilience isn't something that can be taught. It's a choice that you have to make every single day. And I've made this analogy that you can have. I invented it, but you can have it. And it's called the gap analogy. So when you wake up in the morning, there's an influx of cortisol in the brain. And cortisol is the stress hormone. And it's what gives you brain fog. And this one little morning exercise, it works for me. So it's called the gap analogy. Now gap stands for things. It's what do you call it? Anagram? No, anagram's something different. I don't know. Anyway, gap stands for, the G stands for gratitude. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, have a good stretch and have a quick think about what you're grateful for. Who loves you? Who you love? The things you've been through, the good and the bad. The things you've learned through the bad. Just be grateful. Be grateful about anything. If the sun's up, be grateful. Just find things to be grateful for, because everyone's got things to be grateful for, because everybody's loved by someone, and if not, then they love something else. So there's something in their life they can be grateful for. They just need to remind themselves, you know. So gratitude is G. Now A stands for attitude. And I don't just mean the way you behave towards people. I mean your outlook on life. So I used to be into politics. People that have known me for years know that I used to be really hard into the politics and the protesting, thinking I knew it all and trying to save the world. And it just made me see the world a certain way. I got down the rabbit hole into conspiracy theories and all this, and it just depressed me. I weren't the best I could be. So attitude is the way that you see life. But it's also the way you treat people and the way you behave. So if you think about things that you're grateful for, and you choose to have a good attitude. Now, P is for present. So you've all heard that thing that if you're anxious, you're living in the future. If you're depressed, you're living in the past. The present is the only place that you can truly feel happiness. So that's gap. Gratitude, attitude, present. So if you start right, it gives you a good momentum, you know. And it has to be a daily choice to kind of combat this trauma that you've kind of gone through in life. You have to sort of wake up right, and you have to say, right, today's a good day because I say it is, you know. We have to combat that trauma. Those that know David Goggins, he's a marathon runner. I don't think he's human, to be honest. He's an absolutely incredible guy. I've not met him, but he calls this trauma fixing. He calls it the live autopsy. So obviously, you can probably work that out. But when you die, you get opened up and they find out how you died. But when you're alive, if you dig deep inside yourself and you analyse your own traumas and you kind of just look deep inside yourself whilst you're alive, then you can overcome that shit and be the best that you can be. You know? So that's David Goggins, The Live Autopsy. Buy his book, Can't Hurt Me. Awesome book. Amazing book. I've got the audio book, just ask me for the link to it. So yeah, mental resilience isn't something that can be taught. It's a choice that you make yourself every day. And it's a choice I have to make every day, and it's something that I've had to train myself over the last 18 months. Let me tell you about my last 18 months. So March last year, I was into Forex trading, and it was like an automated Forex trading. So it opened the trades and closed them when it was good, and because it was automated, I'd wake up some mornings and I've made like 80 quid, and I was self-employed at the time, so I just saw how much I've made. If it's a good amount, I'll just roll over and have a lay-in. And it was great. I earned about £1,000 a month for 2 consecutive months. And I thought that was it, I've cracked it. You know, I can retire my mum, can buy a Lambo, you know, I thought that was it. Then the opportunity came to get some people on for a small commission. And me being me, thought it was fucking amazing, got all these people on. Then it started going wrong. And I still feel that guilt to this day. And I want to be open about this. This was 18 months ago, and I wouldn't have got them involved if I weren't involved myself. And I want you all to know, I'm still in debt from that. I'm still in debt from all that. 18 months down the line. It's under control, but why people calling me a scammer? As if I've got the money. The markets have got your money. The markets have got my money. Anyway, I digress. So, that all started going wrong. I put thousands into it. I had 0% interest credit cards. And when it started going wrong, I thought it'll come down eventually. I've just got to make the account bigger. So I kept funding the accounts. I had 2 accounts, a big and small account. I was funding those. I was funding my brother's account. I was funding my friend's account, all with my credit cards, just trying to stay in. And it still hasn't come back down to this fucking day. Anyway. So if anyone hates me for that, just know that you've got over it and you've moved on. Financially, you've got over it. I haven't. So, anyway, so all that happened around March time, and if you're in the construction industry around March time, you'll know that the work dies down. End of the tax year, work gets quiet. So I found myself in a position where I don't want to say the number, I was about 18 grand in debt, and I've always been good with money, all my life. The first 30 years of my life, my dad always told me, don't have credit cards, don't fucking gamble, don't do any of this shit. 30 years of my life, no debt. And then bang, 18 grand. Mental. But, so I thought, if I'm paying a big debt off, I don't want to be fitting kitchens. So I changed my job. And I started a driving job. My bad luck did not end there. So what's on the road that we all hate? Speed cameras. I sit before you today with 6 points and a speeding course under my belt, and I've been there a year. So, talk about mental resilience. The last 18 months, I had so much shit going on. There was a guy that I'd done a job for. Let's call him Alex, because that's his fucking name. And I don't know if he wanted to help me at the time or not, but we got this big jet washing job in. So it was like a gated community. There were 5 houses or 6. They all wanted their driveways jet washing and all the slabbing around the house, all sorts. And he said, we need a bigger jet wash for this. Now, he had bad credit. So, long story short, who fucking got it out? Who got this big petrol jet wash, this fucking big? And the fucking floor scrubber thing, that circle thing. Who got it out? Me. So, not only did I have my own debt, I was trying to sell my van because I'd bought a car. I had no money, so the car was on a credit card. My debt stood at 21 grand. Not only did I have my own debt, I had his debt for his machine. Now, he's made a few payments. Alex, if you're watching, thank you for those payments. It's the fucking 9th, innit? I wasn't paying today. But, so yeah, bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. So in one ear I've got society saying it's okay to cry, men feel sad too, go doctors, get on some pills, have you ever overthought about anything ever, you have anxiety. In one ear I've got society saying mental health this, mental health that. In the other ear I've got a famous social media influencer saying, man the fuck up, you fucked up, no one cares, work harder. So that's what I did. And that's why I like him so much. Like, there's others, I mentioned David Goggins, Stephen Bartlett. There's loads that I look up to. It's not just this one guy. But it was nice to have his voice just saying, man the fuck up. So I was at a crossroads, and I took the path of mental resilience. And you know what? I feel great. I've learnt so fucking much. I've learnt so much about myself. I've developed so much. I wouldn't be the person I am today. The strong person that sees everything as a challenge. that sees the light in the dark. I wouldn't be that guy today without this social media influencer. So, anyway, November 21st, I was at my driving job and I'd done my first drop at 7 o'clock and I was on my way to my second. I was on the way down to Southampton and I got a call from my sister's boyfriend who was staying here at the time, and he told me to pull over. Now, I knew it could only be one thing, so I pulled over and phoned him back, and he told me that my grandma died in this room. And it, you know what, it was a blessing and a curse. It was a curse for the obvious reasons, but it was a blessing because all of this shit, all of the Forex, all of the debt, all of the bad luck, all of the speeding tickets, all of the parking tickets, everything that I thought was a big problem in a split second meant nothing. All the pressure just gone. Because an emotional mission will outweigh a financial mission any day of the week. And I had a new emotional mission. My emotional mission was looking after everyone. Making sure my auntie was okay, because it's just me and her now. An emotional mission would always outweigh a financial mission. So, like, I'm telling you my story, but I know 20 people that have worse lives than me. I'm no more qualified to be here than they are. Everyone's got a story. You should tell it. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, what a day. What a day. And this is why I'm having a drink. Because even though it was almost a year ago, today was the day that I finished this room. And it was tough because with each fucking brush stroke, I felt like I was erasing her. So it's been tough to do. But your takeaways from this is that what you think is a big bad issue, even if you think nothing can outweigh it, honestly something can. And in a split second it meant nothing to me. All of that debt, all of that worry, all of the strategic things I was trying to do, moving money from other card, getting another card because it was interest free, moving it over, fucking all of this kind of stress, and then a parking ticket, and I'm like, motherfucker. All of this shit meant absolutely nothing in a second. So whatever you guys are going through, like, this is the reason I'm telling you, this is a talk on mental resilience, don't forget. So I'm telling you the shit I've been through, but it's ended with an absolutely amazing thing, which I'll come on to later. But whatever you're going through, if I can get through all of this weight on my shoulders, because I'll be honest with you, when my grandma died, my outgoings went up. Because she was old, so we got a council tax discount, we didn't have to pay TV licence and stuff like that, we do now. My bills went up 400 quid on top of all this debt. But I've got an emotional mission. So none of it actually matters too much. If I can do this, I don't know what you're going through, but if I can do this, you can do it too. And I'm in all this debt, but I'm still paying for expensive courses to develop myself. I'm still finding a way, and that's what you've got to do. You've just got to find a way. Just get a fucking notebook out and be like, right, I accept this is my fucking shit issue I'm going through. Let's write 4 different fucking plans out of it. That's what you got to do. See, accepting it's the hardest bit. That's why victims go, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why me? Why me? Just say, right, it's me. This is happening to me. End of. What am I going to do about it? That's the question. And it was at my grandma's funeral that a dream was born. And I sat there on the table with my stepbrother. And we planned lineage mastery from that day. Everyone's heard of the Prince's Trust. It's a household name. All of these charities out there, they're household names. You're about to hear about lineage mastery. See, I always try and be a good guy, and I've just explained that I tried to be a cunt and I just couldn't because it's not in my nature. And this is like an awesome balance between me actually kind of channeling this hero complex and building something with it. See, this country's gone to shit. What's with the knife crime? The aim of lineage mastery is to essentially grab the youth and say, right, let's take a drug dealer. A drug dealer is a businessman. He goes around saying hustler, but he's a businessman. He knows client acquisition. He knows marketing. He knows quality control. He knows supply and demand. So why not try something else other than drugs? I just want to grab these people and just set them on a different path. The best thing about lineage mastery, yes, we've got the community where you can meet like-minded individuals. You all get together and talk about ways of making money. There's the courses in there. We've got, I think there's 7 or 8 courses now, all on things like just modern wealth creation methods. But the best bit about it is the events. I'd love to just take these people that are at a crossroads in their life and just take them to meet Rob Moore and his friends and just develop that mindset. Because it starts with mindset. He can teach you the tax secrets. He can teach you everything that he knows about business, but it's the mindset first. It's going to be fucking epic. One of the first things we've done is liaisoned with an anti-knife campaign, a local anti-knife campaign called Ditch the Knife. Tyler, big up. Hand in hand, male mental health. The Brotherhood Legion. Reese Thompson, big up. Love what you're doing. It's very important to me. Everyone's heard of the Prince's Trust. When I left the Prince's Trust, there wasn't much to kind of nurture that entrepreneurial spark. So I've created something that does. We're going to target Prince's Trust leavers. We're going to say, right, this is next. This is what you need to get into. These are the people you need to meet. I mean, like the gap between the rich and the poor is wider than ever before. And that fucking rhymed, so it must be true. And what Lineage Mastery have done, just poke their nose in, and they're going, right, you have a good fucking mind frame, you belong over here. And we've priced it up in a unique way. What we did, we added a Netflix subscription, a Disney Plus subscription, and an Amazon Prime subscription. And that's how much it is. So make your choice. Do you want to sit in DOS and watch TV, or do you want to make something of your life? And that is what's been born from my grandma's funeral. So mental resilience, how fucking important is that to learn? It's been a year to the day, almost. The 8th of August last year, I went round to my brother's house and I showed him DALL-E 2. DALL-E 2 is a picture generation AI tool. And looking back now at the creations I made, they are garbage. They're cartoon-like. It's absolutely shocking compared to what's out now. But in just 1 year, I've created multiple online businesses. They're not doing too well, but I've not promoted them. But through that, I've learned how to build websites, how to generate voice via AI, I don't need a graphic designer anymore. As soon as I didn't need a graphic designer, I thought I can make a wall art canvas brand. Whenever anyone buys that, I don't even see the product. I get it made on a website and shipped straight to the customer. Bang. I've ordered a sample. The sample was fucking sick. That's one business. The other business is Teeny Tate. I've made Andrew Tate in a baby form. And there's YouTube episodes where he just goes on little adventures. Off the back of that is a clothing brand. I've done it all with AI. And now Lineage Master. How far you can come in 1 year. I've not even gone hard on this. My back's been against the fucking wall. And I've only been in this part time. It frustrates me that I know there are people that I know that are going to bed sad because the money coming in isn't good enough anymore. And I now know multiple streams of income, strategies you can use to get multiple streams of income. And I know the guy that knows more, Rob Moore. And I can take you to see him. I can take you to see him for free. You can hear him speak for free. When all of my friends, everyone that I've ever met and loved, I want to just hire a fucking bus and we should all go down there and we should all hear from this guy and we should all take note on the mentality that he has and take note of the business ideas that he has. He's an insightful guy and he can change the lives of the people that I want to look after. So that's been my last 18 months. That is why mental resilience is fucking important. And that's why you should get off the doctor's fucking pills and inbox me. I'll sort you out. Drinking and vaping on camera. But no. Honestly, I'll coach you because if I can get through all of this, you can too. Whatever you're going through, you can too. With the techniques and the strategies regarding mental resilience that I've learned and that I live day to day. I want to coach you all. And you know what qualifies me as a coach now? All the shit I've been through and all the shit I'm going through now. Honestly, I believe I can help you. I think that's it. I think I've got it all out my system. Actually, no, I want to talk about girls. Be right back. Conor McGregor is a very lucky man. Because his missus has stuck by him through all of his fucking struggles. Now, I've just had the pleasure of spending 2 years with one of the best women I've ever met. And even now, I'll still say that. She was fucking amazing and she still is. But because I've been busy, she didn't feel very wanted. Now I'm sure Conor McGregor was busy. And I don't want to come across bitter. But she was an amazing girl. And the time that I had to spend away because I was busy, I've just made up for. I thought she understood. Now, probably 4 weeks ago, she bought me this. Absolutely beautiful gift. It's credit card sized, fits in your wallet. It's a daily reminder that I'm fucking loved. Mere weeks ago. And now she gone. But that's fine. It's fine. She had her reasons. I don't know what it was like for her. Because I wasn't her. My perception of it was invalid. Because I wouldn't truly understand. So you just gotta let it be. But what I'm getting at, I've had some shit girlfriends. I've had some really shit girlfriends. People that know me well know. I've had some shit girlfriends. But I've also been a shit boyfriend. I was quite renowned for being a cheat when I was like 20 and onwards. But I weren't expecting this. But absolutely amazing girl. But anyway, this might be controversial. I don't think a girl can benefit your life. Yeah, I'm going to stand by that statement. Am I? Can a girl benefit your life? A girl can't benefit your life. No. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm right. A girl cannot benefit your life. See, when you think about brains and chemicals, because the brain is just a load of chemicals, right? And it loves dopamine, it loves the serotonin, and you know, I'm not talking about the sexual encounters necessarily. I'm talking about cuddling to the TV, right? The brain's just getting that. It's the same thing that drugs do. So girls are like drugs. But it's a waste of time. It might be a use of time. They can fill the soul. But they could quite easily be a waste of time. I'm not too sure how I feel about it all. Quite bitter at the minute. I think a man and a woman properly together can be a great team. They can be a great team. She's been there for me through some of my lowest periods, I'd say. Well, that was why I wasn't really there for her. But God, I'm so bold. Maybe that's why. Yeah, long story short, girls won't help you. They will not help you. Look deep within yourself, sort your own traumas out, else that'll affect the girls. If you're the best you can be, you stand a chance at a good, lengthy relationship / marriage. If you're still a cunt because you're full of trauma, it's not going to work. Because she might be a cunt and she's full of trauma, and that's just a pressure pop. So I think mental resilience is one of the most important things that we should chase and aspire to have. But it's also a choice that you make daily. So remember the GAP method. Gratitude, attitude, present. Think of things you're grateful for, people that love you, people that you love, things that have happened and things that, the good things, the good and bad things that have happened to you. Be grateful. Wake up in the morning, think about what you're grateful for. A is for attitude, not just how you behave, although that is important, but how you see life. And P is for present, because you can only ever be truly happy in the present. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching if you're still watching. Watch out for lineage mastery. Honestly, we've got a fucking vision. All three of us have got a proper vision. We've got a plan. We've got a vision and a plan. And you'll see it unfold. And I feel great. I feel absolutely amazing. Not because of this. I feel amazing in life. In life in general. Whilst I'm under stress. See, that's what I mean. With the mental resilience, you can still feel good even though you're stressed. It's a choice you make every day. I want to see all of us win. Everyone I've ever met. People in school that I see from time to time, I want to see you win. But I know that you're living a 9 to 5 and you watch Netflix in the evening. And I want to tell you what I've learned. Even things like how to build websites, something basic like that, people don't even know. I just want to teach you how to make extra income because that's really helping me right now. Really helping me right now. And if you had it, it'd help you. Why are you trading time for money? If you needed more money, admit it, you'd do overtime. Or you'd get a second job. You'll still trade your time for money, but the problem with that is you'll run out of time. You can only make so much money with your time. You need to think about selling products or information. I've learned a lot. You need to message me, DM me, pop up right now. Right now. I want to help you. You. For free. This ain't a lineage mastery thing. I ain't going to say, I'm a coach now, give me 50 quid. Pop up now and I'll fucking help you for free. I love you all. I want to see all of you win. There's secrets out there that I know now, and I want you to know them as well. Pop up. Sorry, I think I am a bit drunk. But it's true. I just see everybody working and working and working and struggling and moaning. The government ain't fucking helping you. The government ain't helping your bubble. Hello. And no one else is helping you. No one else is waking up saying, I'm going to help you out today. So if you don't help yourself out, none of your situations are going to get better. Maybe you're not struggling. Maybe you're like that analogy of the dog, where it walks in the pub and it sits down and it's moaning. And the guy says, what's wrong with your dog? And he says, oh, he's laying on a nail. Why don't he move? Oh, because the nail's just enough to annoy him, but not hurt him enough to move. So maybe you're all just sitting on a nail, moaning. But it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better under Labour. We all need multiple streams of income. Have you ever thought about getting a podcast? An hour a week, yeah? Get this. Right, I'll tell you some secrets. Not secrets, but some good fucking methods of income right here, right now. Everyone's been through a breakup. Where's your breakup course? You could just film yourself like I'm filming me right now. You can film yourself telling people how you got through a breakup. Some good techniques, some good strategies about how you got through a breakup. Okay, so you chose to listen to fast music instead of slow music. You deleted them on Facebook. You looked through all your old pictures of your life before them. So you kind of got to know the old you, and she was just one little bit. Do you know what I mean? Just strategies and things like that. Where's your course on that? Everyone's been through a breakup. Everyone. What about courses on anything you've ever been through? Just make a course, get it on Kajabi or school.com and sell it for fucking $1.99, meaning £199. People will buy that shit. You think heartbroken people won't be like, how do I get over a breakup? And then bang, Google, Kajabi, your fucking course comes up. They'll buy that shit. Multiple streams of income. Podcast. Why don't you get a podcast, right? With a podcast, it's 1 hour a week. There's an AI tool called Opus, I think. OPUS, I think. It finds the best parts of that hour-long podcast and it finds the best clips. Bang. Get all that on TikTok. Bang. You're a household fucking brand then. You're a well-known brand. Your clips are being shared all around TikTok. From there, there's a link to the whole full-length YouTube podcast. Then what do you do? How do you monetize that? How do you monetize a podcast? Ads. Get 2 ads in there. Sponsors. If this was a podcast, this is going to be sat right here. Yeah? And I'm going to be fucking... Look, Jim Bean have sponsored my podcast. They pay me fucking £100 every single podcast. I only do an hour a week. Bang, done. This is what I mean. There's things you can do right now to get extra income. And I want all of you to win in life. But you're coming back from work and you're watching Netflix and your missus is making you watch EastEnders and cuddle so she can get that dopamine. It's all bollocks. You need to turn into more of a hustler because the shit is coming. The shit is coming. The country's going to get worse. There's already riots going on. I doubt anybody's still watching. But it's been great to tell you about my last 18 months, and it's been great to tell you about the importance of mental resilience. Watch out for the next steps of Lineage Mastery. We're going to get our own podcast. We're going to appear on other people's podcasts. And we're wrapping up the courses. We're in touch with charities and community interest. Community interest. CICs. We're networking. we are networking. We're networking very well. We're in touch with the Prince's Trust. We're in touch with the Brotherhood Legion and Ditch the Knife. And as soon as we find other people that align with our morals and codes, we'll bring them to you. I want Lineage Mastery to be a central hub where all of these charities can come to our seminars and do guest talks, guest speaks. Oh, I've given a little bit of it away. But all three of us, we're all brothers, me, Phil and Jamie. We've got a big vision, we've got a big plan. A vision's a vision, but a plan is a plan. So thank you for listening. I'm going to bed. It's 4 o'clock. And I shouldn't drink anymore. Let's raise a toast to Barbara Smith. Thank you for being my grandma my whole fucking life. And it's weird without you. It's really weird without you. Thank you for everything. I love you. And I love all of you. And you should all want to be better. And I hope your girlfriends are supporting you properly, not just supporting you for a bit. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.